Voters are heading to the polls today in different parts of the country. Primary races are being held in Nevada, South Carolina, Maine, and North Dakota. And several of these contests could prove critical as Republicans look to maintain control of the House and win the Senate. So for more on all of this, I want to bring in CBS News political reporter Hunter Woodall. Good to see you again. Hunter, can we please start in Nevada? Because I think this is going to be this is the one that is the most interesting, I think, for both parties. The Senate race is being closely watched. Why is this so important for both parties?
Good morning, Anne-Marie. The major factor here, Nevada is a presidential battleground, but it's also a Senate battleground, as you mentioned. Right now, Democrats have a very narrow majority in the U.S. Senate, and Democratic Senator Jacky Rosen has one of the Senate seats in Nevada, and her seat is absolutely critical to Democrats holding on to that narrow majority after, in this fall's election and what comes after. Now, Rosen is facing, some stern Republican opposition in this state. Former President Donald Trump has endorsed Republican Sam Brown in this race. Brown ran for the Senate for a different seat in 2022 and wasn't able to make it out of the primary. But before Brown can even make it to the general election, he has to face a handful of Republican challengers, including the former U.S. ambassador to Iceland under Donald Trump for part of Trump's presidency. The important thing about Nevada, too, is, this is not a state that Trump has won in any of his presidential races so far. He lost in the 2016 general election. He lost in 2020. So for both former President Donald Trump and for President Joe Biden, this U.S. Senate race will be critical in showing what kind of support they have in the state.
All right, so let's pivot over to South Carolina now. So Congresswoman Nancy Mace is actually at risk of losing her seat in today's primary. She's being primaried. Well, I'll let you tell the whole story because this one's also interesting.
Absolutely. Representative Nancy Mace is one of the more unpredictable Republicans in Congress. A few days after the January 6th Capitol attack, she gave a speech on the House floor, and she said she held President Donald Trump accountable. Since then, she's endorsed former President Donald Trump's run for the White House, and Trump has actually endorsed her re-election run for the House this year. Now, this is happening after Mace was among 8 House Republicans who joined with Democrats to oust Kevin McCarthy as Speaker of the House last fall. That was obviously a major issue for Republicans. It upset many Republicans on Capitol Hill, especially in the House. And as we look at this primary, a political action committee for former Speaker McCarthy has actually donated to Mace's challenger in this race. So what we're seeing today, it's difficult because there's a potential for a primary runoff if nobody gets a majority of the vote today in this race. And for Mace, it could be a telling, test of does her district agree with the approach she's taken, where she's been unpredictable and gone against fellow Republicans at times, or do they want a more approach that goes along with what Republicans usually do on Capitol Hill?
All right, so quickly now, the red state of North Dakota, Republicans are set to pick their nominee to succeed current Governor Doug Burgum. What can you tell us?
The context of this, state is very interesting. Doug Burgum is, the current governor of North Dakota. He's a potential VP pick for former President Donald Trump in this presidential race. But Burgum and Trump are on different sides of this GOP primary for North Dakota's next governor. Trump has backed Congressman Kelly Armstrong in the race, whereas Burgum has actually backed his Lieutenant Governor, Tammy Miller. This could show us, what matters more to North Dakota Republican primary voters, former President Trump's seal of approval or what the current governor wants to see in this race.
All right, Hunter, thank you so much.